Okay, in this video, I'm going to be talking about solving two-step equations, which is skill set B in this unit. Okay, a couple of reminders when we're solving equations. Remember that the ultimate goal is to isolate the variable, which just means get the variable by itself. So you want to end up with x is equal to something. If x is your variable, that's the whole point of solving an equation. And then remember, whatever you do to one side, you need to do to the other side. And with equations, the sides of the equations are determined by where the equal sign is. That's like our balancing point. So whatever you do to this side, you would have to do to this side to keep things even. So let's go ahead and solve the examples that are on your reference guide. And when you're doing this, I think the best way to do it would be first to watch and then pause the video and write it down in your notes. It's pretty hard to watch and listen carefully and get it written down, and these are pretty short. So I would watch first and listen and then pause and write it down. All right, so here we have a two-step equation. We have 5 times x minus 8 is equal to 12. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw a line down from my balancing point, or the equal sign, and then I want to always remember that I'm trying to get x by itself, and when you solve an equation, the way I like to think about it is you work backwards or you work away from the variable into the variable. So for step one, okay, it says undo the addition or subtraction on the variable side. So that's what we're going to do. So here it is a minus 8. So to eliminate that, I am going to add 8. Okay, and if I add 8 to the left, I have to add 8 to the right as well. Now the minus 8 and the plus 8 cancel out, they're gone, and then I have 12 plus 8, so that gives me 20. And on this side, I have 5x. Okay, and then step 2 will be to undo the multiplication or division on the variable side. So since it's 5 times x, I'm going to divide by 5 and divide by 5. This cancels out, and I'm left with x is equal to 20 divided by 5 would give me 4. So my answer would be x is equal to 4. And I can check that. Okay, if x is 4, I would have 5 times 4, which is 20, and then minus 8 would give me 12. So I know that my answer is correct. Let's look at the next example. Okay, on this one, I have x divided by 3 plus 6 is equal to negative 4. So what I'm going to do is extend the equal sign, my balancing point, and then the step 1 is still the same, and that's undo the addition or subtraction on the variable side. Okay, so since I have plus 6 here, to undo that, I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. Then the positive 6 and the minus 6 cancel out, and the negative 4 minus 6 is equal to negative 10. Okay, it's always important that you're looking at the signs of everything you're doing. That's really important. And then on the left side, I have x divided by 3. So I have x divided by 3 is equal to negative 10. All right, and then step 2 again, undo the multiplication or division on the variable side. And in this case, I have x divided by 3, so to undo that, I'm going to do the opposite and multiply by 3. If I do it to the left side, I need to do that to the right side as well. And then this 3 and this 3 cancel out, and I have x is equal to negative 10 times 3 would give me negative 30. Okay, so my answer is x is equal to negative 30. Again, I can check that, okay, by plugging in my negative 30 in for x. Negative 30 divided by 3 is negative 10. If you add 6 to that, you will end up with negative 4. So it's always a good idea to check those either with a calculator or in your head when you're done. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video if you need to finish taking notes, and then you can go ahead and work on skill set B.